Hello. Okay, so it was not picking up my other mic for some reason. Huh. I'm glad I noticed that. Hey TS. Hey Tori. I was talking to myself, explaining something to you. I was just showing off how I've upgraded my overlay and into a 3D one that is basically a replica of the one I had before. And the captain is hosting. Sweet. Hey, Cap. Making dinner. It is about that time. Yeah, I just grabbed a quick brownie and some tea. It's gonna tide me over for a little while. I don't plan on hosting that long. Hey, Freya. Everybody's showing up. Awesome. So this is actually, I'm using my other mic right now, so it's probably not balanced awesome, because for some reason my headset just stopped working. Oh yeah, this mic's echoing bad. Oh, it's because all the filters are not on. And Blue is hosting too. Thank you, Blue. Hey, dude. Yeah, I know my my audio is terrible right now. I'm using a mic that I did not intend to use because my other one just stopped working. Copy filters. Bass filters. There we go. So right now, I am using the other mic I was talking about, my super sensitive G-Track, because the headset just stopped working, and I don't want to figure out what's wrong on screen. I'm going to copy my filters from the other one, and theoretically I can paste them onto this one. There we go. I think it's my gate on this one. This one requires less of a gate than the headset. So what's in the menu for today? Okay, so I was showing off the overlay that I've been working on, and it's output, and actually I have a 0.01 version on my overlay right now. But the actual plan for today was that I was going to go back to working on the cat girl that I was working on last time. Open recent. Tune add. Don't save. Okay. So what I actually wanted to do was I've been really looking for again. I really like this character, and this is like the third or fourth iteration of it. But I've really wanted to go and do a fluffy tail. So this character is going to have two different versions of the tail, at least two different versions, the snake tail and a fluffy tail. So I was planning on actually going in and making the fluffy tail. And but I just had this idea. I didn't before the stream started. So I'm actually going to do some live looking for reference art as well. So usually when I am looking for my reference stuff, I've shown this before, but I go to Pinterest and automatically it's showing me a bunch of anime girls and stuff, because that's what I look for on Pinterest. And then I have saved a folder here. Which folder is it? It is my game design folder, and it is under 3D character. Well, I'm going to start here. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for references of how other people have accomplished a fuzzy looking tail in low poly without doing a fur simulator, because a fur simulator is not what I'm going for. I want it to be actual sculpted geometry. Okay, so I don't know if there's any examples in this folder. That cat girl doesn't have any fluff on her tail. So how you doing, Blue? And everyone else in chat, how are you guys doing? It is good to see you here. I just started back with school classes this morning. And I just had a Spanish class, and then I have some other ones that do not have lectures, but there's work. So there's lots to do around here along with the new job. I canceled today. I had asthma problems, so I took a day off. Right, trying to work on Blue's model for expressions and physics to use it in a new program. Oh yeah, are you converting to VC Face? I'm actually not sure which program Blue is using. Okay, yeah, I'm actually in the process of doing a learning the VC Face process as well. Yeah, there is a different method for rigging that VC Face is wanting versus the other programs. You just hit live. Well, it's good to have somebody that will do that work for you. Okay, so looking more at the reference images, I'm not seeing a lot of good examples. That raccoon doesn't, or panda doesn't even have a tail. Oh, her. It's Cleopatra from Civilization, isn't it? Yeah. So her hair doesn't actually show a wireframe. And who knows if they used normals as well, so you really can't go off of a non-wireframe image. So I'm just going to go to the main Pinterest page and type in low poly Luffy tail. And so it doesn't know what I was talking about, but Oh, actually all of these would probably give me good results. Look for something with the tail. Yeah, so most of them end up looking like this, at least in the low poly genre. TS, you're in the nether again. Well, there's a lot of work to do. What are you looking for netherite? Well, if you stumble upon any soul sand and soul dirt, we need that as well. I should really upgrade the elevators for my things. Lou is lurking, thanks for the lurk. Okay, I'm not seeing any images that I'm immediately like, oh, I want to do that. So here is just some of the ideas that I have right off the bat. I am going to start off with a cylinder, because a cylinder is always a good place to start, because it has decent geometry to start with, unless you're starting with a cube. Cubes are always even better. Put more signs in the nether. We did need those. There was a few places that didn't have signs. Well, Frey is lurking too. Thanks for the lurk. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. And Nightbot, I just started, but I will save. So the difficulty with using this mic is it's actually sitting on my desk. So it's picking up everything. Okay, so oh, I don't need the gain on. Okay, so even quieter, I just pump it up. Cool. And then my hold time is probably a bit high. I'm going to put it down to like 150. 100. 15,000. Okay. Scale it. So this is very similar, very much the same process that I used to start the other one, but it's going to start looking very different quickly. I've got mirroring on. Make that smaller. Leave this big. Extrude it. And then make it big. Extrude it. Make it small again. Okay, so this character, she is actually based off of a leopard, but actually more of a hybrid of a snow leopard. So the tail is fluffy. It also has shape to it. in that it's wider than it is tall. Right there. This is going to be the tip. Oh, this is going to go quick. And it is almost done. Beside texturing. So actually I was thinking of making a separate texture for all the furry bits. So let's get Clip Studio loading up in the background. Oh, and it loaded a lot faster than I thought. Create a new one. I want to create this at a 1024 because that's a standard texture size. Okay, and I've talked about this before, but how I make my textures is pick a layer, select an area, then have the selection tool. Let's make a first area black to a white to gray gradient, and then add a new layer, put another selection, and this is going to be black to gray. And then I'm going to actually flip this because I like my light color being the one on the top. So, that is not a light enough gray. Cool. And then for other furry parts, what? So her scheme is going to be a white and black, like snow leopard. And I could actually slam her eye color onto the same sheet, which I'm actually wanting. It would actually be a green. So new text, new layer, new selection. Green. Yes, lurking too. Have fun lurking, and thank you for it. Oh yeah, because I actually have the light color on the top there. Then I'm going to want a gradient with deep green as well. Actually, I think her hair will be black as well. That makes sense. So, new layer. Want to stick with the green here, but I want it to be a much darker green. We'll make start in a green spectrum as well. Wrong tool. Gradient tool. I don't know if that's dark enough. Oh, it's starting too light. Okay. Make it very green. And we'll have a little bit darker. This green to almost be black. Okay. And we're going to save as. I want to save this as. I did not mean to do that. Collabs is not supposed to be in there. I'm going to save this as a PNG. Now we'll save it in desktop, Blender, and what are we gonna name her? I think there were some suggestions earlier. I have a tendency, I actually think I want to name her Willow. It's a working name though. Willow. And I have caps lock on, of course. Oh no! The G track is picking up my keyboard. Okay. I'm going to select all that, go into UV editing, create a new mesh. Do I name this Willow Flow? Plug in an image texture. Open and grab Willow. Okay, and then I want to UV unwrap this. There we go. And it's all in the white, right where I wanted it. But I want it flipped. So I'm going to do a 180. Yeah, that mic thing is annoying me. Let me do an experiment. Okay, so what am I going to do is I'm actually going to go into my audio settings. Yeah, and for some reason it disconnected my mic. Hello, hello. Yes. And there is my usual mic that works much better with canceling out all these additional noises. The IQ software that controls this mic updated recently, and that's probably why it lost connection. Now I don't have a clumsy mic stick in my face. Board in front of me now? Okay, cool.
So I'm actually wanting to add like details to this to make it look like a snow leopard's tail. So I want to focus it and add some. Turn off play capture. Okay, cool. So I am going to add quite a few. On it to make it at least look somewhat even. Okay. And add them over here too. Wrong button. Might find that this is an excessive amount of loops. Off X-ray. Okay. So play capture. Bring back up this and type in. I already have some reference, but whatever. Okay. So especially on this, their tail, they're not just spots, they're actually like circles. See it pretty well with this picture actually. So I'm actually going to save image as, save that as one of my concept arts. Then this one, grab this one. Like this one, just chilling on the waterfall. Really hot spring. Oh, it's a painting. It's not an actual picture. Regular leopard. Cats are amazing. I love how beautiful they look. Okay, cool. So, actually, I am going to away Streamweave, pull up so going to my concept art, and I'm selecting the snow leopard images that I saved. I think I only saved like 3 of them. I did. Drag and drop them onto your ref. Images, normalize them by height. Images, range, by an option. Okay, cool. I'll zoom in on this one. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to turn some of these squares into an actual, more of a circle. So actually I'm going to grab 4 of them. Really don't want to mess up that center line. We'll inset that, and then that. Grab one at a time and slide them. Roughly a circle. If you look at the reference there, they're more of a square-like shape. That's going to actually work in my favor. Then grab that and set that again. And so I'm going to actually try this. That is not the duration that I wanted to happen. Not the so I'm just going to try this. So, got a little gap there. What does it actually look like if I were to color it in? But I want to do it stylized anyways, and this might actually look kind of cool. Different shortcuts in all the programs. Unwrap it, scale it. Figured out your bone problem is I was going to say that it is mostly resolved in Unity as long as the bone exists in Blender. Yeah, so which plugin are you using in Unity? Because there are certain plugins that you're going to want for VC phase. So what I actually am using is, when was I using? One of these. So you want to be using Unity Hub, and then Unity Hub, and then there's a plugin that you would get for Unity. I'd have to look it up again. Don't know which plugins off the top of my head, but I just figured out that I need dynamic bone asset, which I don't have. Oh, I think the plugin actually creates it for you. Is why. There probably, I think there is a way to create it, to make it manually though. Like I said, I'm gonna have to take some time fiddling around with it myself, because it's been a while. kind of like how that looks. Then, experiment time. What happens if I throw a subdivision on top of it? Still holds its shape. It looks pretty good. Back that up some more. Oh, that's amazing, actually. Okay, that's how I'm doing them now. Pray you subscribed. You didn't have to do that. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription, and welcome to the Explorers Guild. May we explore the galaxy and learn together. I love how that turned out. Super helpful and deserve a thumb. Well, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. All of you guys do. Made so many good friends since I started this. And also discovered that cooking is one of my passions, and I'd like to do it more. Kind of had a feeling it was. Eva, it's okay. You don't have to sub. Not have to sub. That's just a something that people do out of goodness of their own hearts. All I need is stick around. Almost affiliated myself. The hardest thing is getting that viewer count back up. Yeah, Prime subs, I've only once, maybe twice, used a non-Prime sub on something. Most of mine have been either Prime subs or gifted subs. So a fun little hack is just hang out in a lot of channels, especially ones that like hype trains. You can get lots of gifteds. Well, thank you. That means a lot, Eva. Thank you. I try to be. I try. And Frey got one of those first badges. One of the founder badges. Yeah, donos are awesome. Oh, and one thing I noticed, do not call them donos. That can get you in a lot of legal trouble. Change it to tips. Because you are not technically actually a charity. And if you are labeled as such and don't have the paperwork, there's all kinds of problems you can run into. So relabel your any donation links to tip links. Yep, you should not call them donations because legally you can get in trouble for that. And there are people that are finding that out because everyone labels them donations, but that is not what you should be doing. I fell into that myself. I recently ran across some stuff that was like, oh, this is like the first thing you should do on your channel. Yep. Yeah, just trying to spread along a knowledge that I've run across, especially when it comes to streaming. That can help you guys, help anyone else out. Because there are a lot of like standard practices amongst streamers that are actually really bad, and if run into them, they can actually bite you if you're actually challenged. Because a lot of the things that we face that are standard practices is we do them because no one calls us on them. Because no one actually, until there is a big problem, no one knows that is an issue. Yeah, my suggestion is labeling them as tips. Because you are technically an entertainer, and they are tipping you for services, for you entertaining. Legally, that is the best way to cover yourself. I actually want to mirror this. I don't want to have to draw every single one, and symmetrical actually kind of plays to the style. Another one here. I want to inset. All the same thing I had. So Shift V, slide, vertice. I'm going to select all my faces, inset it again, and then I'm going to my cut tool, K, knife, or cut. Wrap them, scale them, there. Oh, and it's near the edge, creating a interesting geometry conundrum there. I'm actually going to be shifting my work, my benefit. That slide B. Okay. Welcome. So I don't know about you guys, but I've actually been running into a lot of especially VTubers that do not have their mic on. And it's not like the main reason that they don't have their mic on is just because they don't feel like doing it, which is a perfectly valid reason. So what do you guys think about the trend of a lot of people not having their mic on, and they're getting a lot of viewers. I'm not saying anything bad about it, just interesting. And what exactly do you think the appeal of going into a stream without a mic is? Because they are garnering a lot of viewers. Small Discord server. Community is I'm assuming Eva, that is one of the servers that I'm already involved in. You said that you had a small Discord community. That one of the ones that, are you talking about one of the ones that I'm part of? Oh, you have another server. That's weird. What is... Oh... This. Okay, so what if I smooth that out? Still creating that... the pucker point. Okay, so... These are actually quads. No, I've deleted them. There's all of them. Oh, verse. Okay, so not creating the puckering. That out. That might be a good solution. I am part of a lot of Discords already. You can go ahead and invite me. No promises on how active I'll be though. Yikes. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay. And then unwrap that one. And lock it. And lock it to that. I wanted to lock it to X. Probably on the side here. Yeah, that goes. And instead it's and round it out. Go ahead and direct message me the link. Okay, so go ahead and direct message over. Yeah, you might as well do it here here on Twitch, or you can do it over Discord. You have my contact in either place. The link to the server. In your Twitch. Okay. Okay, I will check it sometime after sure. Sides are directly up and down. I am going to actually I don't think I want these actually. Let's try the face snap or the face. Not snapping. Let's try normal. Yep. Slide them along the normal there. Press that. I'm gonna slide it along this normal. There we go. Set that. Okay, so running up with funky interactions. Oh, it totally puckered the face. How'd that happen? Okay, so I inset that. Pulling the geometry out. What's up with that? Not how it's supposed to work. Wonder that's not how you're supposed to do it. Okay, so if I use a knife tool, we'll end up with clean geometry. Maybe it'll work. I will. Go. Okay, so I uploaded my new schedule with Twitter. I'm going off of memory. It is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be on my YouTube channel. There's a link to my YouTube channel in on my page. Oh yeah, and I've also set up a link tree, so I'm able to post multiple links through one link essentially. And then I will be on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday doing art. And this will probably also be the channel that I do most of my collabs and stuff on, since many of my friends are on Twitch already. So most of my gaming will actually be focused on YouTube channel and art here. And also, since the channel is going to be more active, I'm planning to actually some non-stream content as well. Through school, I have gained access to all the Adobe programs, so I actually have access to proper video editor stuff now. I'm really excited about it. Oh, I did that. Mirror? Or the mirror got deleted. Okay, look at that. Look at that puckering. Okay. That was not intentional. Reason to end up like that is I put more geometry on this close to edge, so it the folding. Thank you. Yeah. Eva, did you? I was working on this yesterday. Were you here yesterday? Thank you. This style is a lot cuter than what I was doing before, and I enjoy this style a whole lot more. That's how the cat girl turning out. Okay, so on my normal. That is not the normal I wanted. No, this is not. I really appreciate you being here as well, Eva. Very supportive. Thank you. I actually want to grab the whole over. There we go. Yeah, you were one of the Eva. You were one of the first people that was not already one of my friends that was considered to be stopping by. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, you've met a lot of my friends. You were one of the first people that wasn't part of that group that started stopping by my streams. For that. You're one of the first viewers, definitely. I think yes might have beat you. Yep, so, okay, so that, I probably should have out these. Okay, okay, so I'm going to actually make it a little bit dimensional. So, grab it, a normal, pull it out, just grab this one. Out just a bit. And you mentioned that you need to learn some rigging stuff as well. If you've got any specific questions, I'd love to answer them. I actually will be going into depth in rigging this character. So look forward to that coming up. So Eva, you are using a Vroid right now, correct? Model? Vroid, are you just using a M that you found? Yep. Yeah, I saw that. And you are using base, right? Good call for now. I need to eat something. Fair enough. It is about dinner time. I'm not planning on going much longer. I was probably planning on keeping it about 2 hours long or so. Also, my thing is I'm increasing the amount of times I stream, but keeping it. My streams are already kind of slow, but a little bit, or not slow, a little bit shorter. Going for about a 2 or 3 hour stream, especially for my YouTube ones. YouTube ones are probably going to be about 2 hours. But I'll be playing games, so who knows if I really enjoy the game, I might go a little longer. Set. Then I cut it. So the music, the background music that I'm playing is by Fiona. So she is a professional composer for video game, music, mostly video game music, and she has quite a library. Yeah, and she streams on Twitch as well. So and mostly when doing the music stuff and H game, but I don't know what an H game is. But Fiona streams on Twitch doing the music and also gaming, and she's hilarious. Really knows her memes. Actually, I'm going to start adding a little variation detail. Because the circles are adding so much geometry to it. Gives me a lot more freedom. I can smooth out its overall shape, and I can actually start some of these circles a little bit. Okay. I'm actually doing the circles a little bit. They look a little perfect. Whoa, that normal is all over the place. I'll wait on those. that are immediately obvious. Okay, I'm going. Dots, where we take these. The reason I'm taking 4 bars is because you can make a kind of circular shape out of the extra geometry that's intersecting each side of the square. Yep, so, well, the mod thing is still, there isn't a huge need for, mods, and I don't want it to be a mod-only chat, essentially, which does not look good. And then, I have a, limit. There's, yeah, so, well, yeah, just overall, we'll talk about that, at some other time. But yeah. Yeah, there's certain criteria, for why I make someone a mod. Stick around, and you might become, or for mods and VIPs, stick around and you may become one. Navy Award, Jake. That. Okay, yep. There is actually a command, !save, and it does a slightly different, Nightbot says something slightly different. Yep. Remember that one time you remember that one time you worked more than 2 hours and forgot to save? Yeah. Let's not repeat that. Yeah, so there is actually a list of commands. I'm sure you've seen it down in the About panels. There are a few that are not listed there, but that is a good list of the generally available ones. I like giving my Nightbot new command. After that, innately these are going to be weird because they're mirrored. I might actually make it a full geometry and start messing around with the shapes individually. So Eva, how has the Uber thing been treating you? Are things that you enjoy about it? Things that you dislike? That you'd like to change? So it's very different than having a live camera. Pour it out of your brain. Well, for especially for me, like find something you're passionate about and work on it in during the stream. Like a lot of mine is my channel did not have all the assets that it needed to have, so my streams have been dedicated to creating said assets, and it has evolved into. There's also been certain demand for certain things in the stream. I've stumbled upon things that I enjoy doing. Because when you start streaming, and it's the same for me sometimes, at times as well, is there's absolutely no one in chat. There's no one to talk to. You need to just find something that you're interested in, basically talking to yourself about. That's a lot of streaming actually, is just becoming comfortable talking to yourself. There's even a lot of big streamers that do that as well, because like if your chat is going 100 miles per hour, you're not going to be able to catch what each person says. So there's a lot of big streamers that don't even read that. They just narrate what they're doing. It's entertaining. Personally, I never want to get there. I love talking to people. My interest is just in getting a robust community more than getting a ton of viewers. Like barely getting partner would be cool, just for a few of the legal differences between a partner and an affiliate. Because frankly, there's a lot, and they're pretty big. But I'm happy with, as long as my friends are stopping by, and every once in a while someone else that interested in what I'm doing stops by as well. I've met a few people that are interested in how Blender works. Like they either do it themselves or they want to learn. I need to drop a diamond. Oh, bird. Okay, so I didn't. Bee's music is on Spotify too, which is a plus. Makes it all easier. Especially if you have a audio mixer that you can mix out Spotify into its own audio channel, because in general Spotify does not play well with streaming software, in that you would generally need to broadcast your desktop's audio. Okay. Wrap that. Left out all this popping around it. Okay, and there is that. I'm not sure if I'm entirely. That just sticks out. So, I'm just looking at my referencing. It's like, there's the top layer, has a pattern. The bottom, kind of like a plushie, and that pattern is still wanting to continue if it gets to the edge here. Kind of funny. I've seen that pattern on animals before. Let's cross different leopards. Yeah, it kind of is. So it's one to keep the this speckled pattern. There's a bunch of just cracks in here. So actually, I'm gonna want to do that bottom layer down here. Oh, there we go. Expand that. I want all this on lighter side. Okay. So I need a darker depth. So select all. So I want there. Makes it a fine line. That's cool. I just took out a lot of this. I'll try to experiment on it. But I want to get some dots going back here. smart with it. Always wanting to win. Feeling like it's too close to it. Okay, gimbal, not gold. Globe. And I'm that. That's another one. I'm just a knife. Okay, so actually what I want, yeah, let's that's that knifing. Go. And solve that center one. Okay, and I actually okay, so I'm gonna grab that whole edge there. Blender guy somehow. Grab that. Normal, put out a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually really curious what the object will actually do. Might look cool. Might totally ruin that. Unwrap. X. Wanted to add some varieties. They're not looking like they're exactly lined up on a grid. Normal. On the normal one. So I can actually that a little bit. And grab this one. I'm being really ADD about this and jumping from one task to the other. Like, I haven't even finished all these, and I'm going through and like the last thing I should do stuff. Not teaching best practices. This. No one's trying to drown me today. Gonna get cold. Yep. Insect. A lot. I want to grab bases. Out. And I'm gonna in. So something key in Blender is learn keyboard shortcuts. I don't even know how to do some of this stuff without keyboard shortcuts. I usually learn the shortcut before I learn the longer way to do something. Oh, and TS, redeemed hydrate. Hear me, TS? I am drinking. Thank you. Thank you. I get so engrossed in what I'm doing that I forget to drink a lot. And my tea will get cold. Or whatever. So, TS, what task are you working on in the Nether right now? I know that highway needs to be built, and that's going to take forever. That's probably going to be an ongoing task for the next few months. Yeah, Eva, that's another good thing is playing games on stream that can get you a good amount of viewers as well. Like, especially if you're not sure what to talk about and stuff, having a game that will prompt you to talk about things is good. So especially like playing a game that you are excited to talk about, good choice for streaming. Like, I will say that art generally is one of the harder things because it's easy to get in a really focused mode and not even pay attention to chat, and be completely quiet, focusing on what you're working on. Yeah, streaming and playing games on your PC at the same time, like your PC. That is true. A lot of times there isn't any way around that, and you're kind of out of luck. But also, it depends on which kind of games you're playing, because there's lots of games that, especially if it's a slower paced game, that doesn't have a bunch of explosions and particles and stuff on the screen at once. Those kind of games are less intensive on your rendering. So, like, a game that is turn-based would be easier generally, like Hearthstone, or what are some other games I play? I don't play Hearthstone, but some other games I have. Let's pull up my games. So these are the games I have installed. And like a game like a Hearthstone, like I said before, would be an awesome stream. Most Pokemon games good as well, because they're not for high. For high, a lot is happening on screen at once. An 8-bit or 16-bit game, school JRPG stuff, are generally less intensive on, especially your streaming software. What else? I got a lot of games that are more intensive along those lines. Minecraft on its lowest settings don't actually see a lot of difference, especially on a stream, because there's only a certain level of quality you can get from a stream, and Minecraft, even on its greatest settings, is still going to look a little outdated unless you go into like intense shaders and stuff. I think like arcade games like Metal Slug would probably be good. Other games that I have. Yeah, so yeah, retro games, a lot of retro games, especially if they're an actual retro game. Not if they're a new game that has the style of retro, because a lot of those they have fancier stuff in them. Wanting something with pure 8-bit or 16-bit graphic stuff, and that's probably going to be the best for you. That and turn-based like card games and stuff, and board games. That's why I'd suggest. And also looking up on YouTube single piece streaming. I can actually send you links of suggested videos, things that I run across, because I'm actually on a single piece, even though it is a good PC and was one of the intentions of its build was actually to be able to stream. I still have to worry about I'm running everything on a single PC. and there are certain settings that you would only do for a single streaming setup versus what you do for a multi-piece streaming setup. Okay, so got that. And even there's a lot of people that run into those kind of issues and are unaware. You're not alone if that is. There's many different kinds of streaming depending on your setup, and that in turn takes that software settings. Yeah, so yeah, the biggest thing, if you're not getting viewers, my big suggestion is work on talking like you have viewers. Acting like there are people watching. Blue is amazing at this. Whether he has viewers or there aren't viewers, if they're not active, he's still entertaining. That is something to strive for. Get good at talking to your friends. Okay. Good to have you stopped by, Eva. Thank you. Talk to you later. I'm probably going to be streaming for about another 10 to 15 minutes. Today's a shorter stream. Got work to get back to. There is another circle done. Actually, it's probably been done for a while, but I was talking. Wait, another one. Sure. And scale on that.
Oh, I've been gone so long, felt like forever, and now I see the green fields.
So, Blue, if you hear me talking about you later, that was totally a compliment, dude. You are awesome. You do an awesome job at entertaining when you don't think anyone's watching. That is
to
a
see the
big thing.
usual faces smiling at me.
Because streaming isn't just fun, even though it definitely is fun. You are an entertainer. And Twitch is really big on that, because either you're entertaining or you starve. Kind of how Twitch goes. Because you don't even know if someone is watching or not half the time. Because Twitch is so slow on the viewer count sometimes that someone could pop in and pop back out without saying anything. They could have been in there for 30 seconds, and Twitch never actually counted them as a viewer that you could see. So you have to be entertaining pretty much the whole time live. I struggle with at times as well. That's really hard. Especially when you feel like you're just talking to yourself. There's days that I do feel like, am I talking to myself? Is my channel actually all this time that I'm singing? Is it worth it? Sure, it's fun, but could I be better spending my time somewhere else? And that's something that all streamers struggle with. Unless for that viewer count saying that you have 50 plus viewers, or 50, few thousand viewers at once. That's pretty encouraging. But Twitch isn't always going to give you the metric, and that may not always be the case. For all I know, I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm okay with that, because I'm getting some work done. I was just talking to some people. That's cool. Also, the music that I'm listening to is a little more depressing than it could be. Oh, I was just telling Fee how awesome the song is. I love Music Box. Anyone else ever gets a chance, if you go on YouTube and search for pretty much any song followed by Music Box, you'll get a cover of said song, basically sounding like a music box. One that I am a huge fan of is Hang Tree from the Hunger Games. That is an amazing music box. And they're great moves that are, especially if you're doing a tabletop game, play them as background music. I think I played one once as a better in like a abandoned village. I was doing once. That's always cool. Then when you're a somewhat creepy game, set the mood, like a Hulk-esque game or whatever. Midnight Syndicate is an awesome band for that type of music as well. They do a lot of creepy carnival sounding music. Who doesn't get creeped out by carnivals? Hey, abandoned carnival. Up. So, wonder what's causing things down here. So since flipping is on, I should not put edges. Turn it off. All quiet. I fixed it last time. Okay, go into object. What did I do to fix? Oh, I mirrored it before subdivided. There we go. The order of your modifiers matters. I keep on kidding about that. From Epic Battle Fantasy. Yep. He does those games. Pretty epic. He jokes. Definitely. Intentional. Save it. I'm beating in that bot. Okay, huh. It's actually getting close to that edge. Not what I thought it would be doing. Okay. I want another one I think right here. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw it there. I'm going to make a loop here. So what I can do here is actually makes it a little wonky, but I'm getting rid of my perfect loop. Actually, I will save that because actually I might want my geometry stay clean. I have a feeling I'm gonna want to do something. That one. Okay, we're over the 2-hour mark. I am actually going to hand it off to somebody. Let's see who else is live. Captures. Click on the Twitches. Going roll down. So another thing that you should keep in mind as a streamer is when you raid someone that is about at the same level or lower, or a really good friend. I am going Bill's online. He is always a good choice. Else, yeah, let's do Dill. Thinking at this time someone else on, but it is a Tuesday. Better Dill. Oh, he's playing X. The Revolution. Okay, so yeah, Dill is not labeled as family friendly. I don't know if we have anyone in the chat that's here because of that label. But if you are, close your ears, back out. I will be streaming on YouTube tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The plan is to do some games. I believe the game of choice tomorrow will be Slime Rancher. I really haven't played this game, but I really want to. And I think starting a Slime Rancher playthrough as one of my first streams on YouTube is going to be fun. So anyone that's around, I'm handing it off to AV Fighter Dill. He is a really entertaining. Oh, hey Cap. He is a really entertaining entertainer. He is, and he's playing games, very knowledgeable, especially when it comes to tech and stuff. So if you have any questions about computers or something is going wrong in your stream, he is a good person to go to. And I will be back on Twitch on Thursday about the same time, 1 p.m. EST, and I will be doing more art. I'll probably actually be doing the getting into the initial break, the this character, and there has been requests that I talk about that a little bit more in detail. I do plan to do that as well. So here's Dill, and see you guys later. Bye.